Rebadges get a bad name, but they're a bit of a necessity of the automotive world. Today, I'm driving the Toyota Urban Cruiser Ebella, a rebadged version of the Maruti Suzuki Vitara. As you can probably tell by the face, Toyota has made a few changes. But are these changes just skin deep? I'm Afzal Rawuther and this is Unboxed magazine, and today I'm going to tell you what's great and what's not, and if the Ebella is an objectively good car to buy. The only significant change on the Ebella versus the Vitara is the design, and is the reason why you would consider one over the other. So let's get into it. I personally really like the Ebella's design. The bulbous headlamps that you see on the Vitara have made way for these sleek LED headlamps with segmented LED DRLs that look pretty attractive. The bonnet is a lot sleeker, not a lot of cuts or creases, and the same goes with the bumper as well. One important thing that you'd notice is that there is no connected LED DRLs, which is something that's quite refreshing. The 18-inch alloy wheels are the same as on the Vitara, but they look good, so I'm not really complaining. One thing I'm gonna complain about is the amount of plastic cladding that's on here. Maruti had it on the Vitara and Toyota continues here, and for a city car, it absolutely ruins the look and doesn't really make much sense at all. While not a lot has changed at the rear, I really like these LEDs in the tail lamps. Now I'm inside the Ebella and I'm driving it up to Nandi Hills. First impressions, Toyota hasn't really changed anything at all when compared to the Vitara, apart from, of course, the infotainment software, which means that the ergonomics are pretty good. I'm very comfortable, and I got very comfortable pretty quickly as well. Everything is easy to reach. Some of the shortcomings that we know from the Vitara, for instance, the huge amounts of road and tire noise, they are present here. I was a little worried about the power really not being enough. So this is 172 HP and we are in the E3 variant, which has a 61 kilowatt battery and 193 Nm of torque. And to me, it seems adequate. It's not something that'll get your heart racing, but it is adequate and good enough to actually be used as a city car and also on the highway. I talked about the ergonomics, but what I'm also impressed by is the selection of materials used and the build quality. Now, there's nothing too fancy here, but whatever's been done has been executed really well. There are feature comforts, of course. So there is this 10-inch infotainment display, which is the same as on the Maruti, but here it gets Toyota's infotainment software. It's crisp, it's responsive, and it's very intuitive to use. There are these other things, for instance, a 360-degree camera with what I think is not really the best resolution in the world. There's a fixed sunroof, which you have to control the blinds manually for, and then there's ADAS level 2 as well. There is also a JBL audio system and wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. On the safety front, apart from ADAS level 2 features, the Ebella gets 7 airbags as standard. I'm in the back seat of the Ebella, and practicality has quite literally taken a back seat here. The biggest concern is the lack of under-thigh support. I'm 6 feet tall, so the driver's seat is set to my driving position. I'm not really concerned about the space on offer here, but it's just the fact that even with my toes sort of tucked in, there's still no under-thigh support. Then there's the armrest, which you can sort of pull out. Does get a couple of cup holders as well, but you are greeted with a view of whatever's in the boot. The backrest is also very upright, so all in all, not a very comfortable position to be in. Now let's talk about the powertrain. And it's quite competent in that department. 172 HP, 193 Nm, not earth-shattering numbers by any measure, but they do the job, and they do the job pretty well. Gets up to speed relatively easily and can cruise at triple-digit speeds very comfortably. However, the dynamics are a different matter altogether. And I say that primarily because of the suspension setup. It is firm, but also pretty bouncy at the same time. So what ends up happening is you're not really cushioned from the potholes or the speed breakers, and you end up moving around a lot in the cabin as well, which makes for a very uncomfortable ride at all speeds. On the handling front, it is safe, predictable, the steering has a decent weight to it, but it won't exactly set your pants on fire. And plus, there's a good amount of body roll as well. So who is the Ebella for? Unfortunately for Toyota and fortunately for us consumers, there are a lot of interesting options in this segment right now. Options that trump the Ebella on virtually every single parameter. There are EVs with better range, better performance, more features and improved practicality. However, if you really like the Toyota badge and the ownership experience that comes with it, Toyota has made enough of a visual distinctions to draw people into showrooms. And given that this is easily the better looking car when compared to the Vitara, a lot of Maruti Suzuki buyers will be interested as well.